I was changing a tire on the side of the road and another vehicle nearly hit me. So I fell down an embankment and hurt my leg. That vehicle just kept on going. So Archie wants to know what he can do now.
You know, Archie, I feel for you. I just had a caller in my office give me almost the exact same set of facts, and it's an unfortunate situation if you can't identify the person whose negligence caused you to be injured. The first thing I want to do is kind of think about maybe there's something about it that strikes in your mind, or maybe you're in an area that there are businesses or somebody who conducts surveillance, so maybe there's a tape that might be available that would show you a little bit more identifying information about the person who caused this problem. But fortunately for you, we have an expert on this sort of thing with us today.
Yes, we do.
You couldn't have picked a better day to ask that question, because we have with us Jimmy Fasig, my law partner, who is the premier expert in this sort of thing, especially in our law firm. So what do you think? What other avenues of recovery? Maybe you, what are you thinking?
Well, the first thing that I would suggest is, are there any identifying marks on the vehicle itself? I had a case like this one time where the defendant who caused the accident actually had the sign of the business that the defendant ran on the side of the vehicle. And so we hunted down that business and we ended up litigating in that business. Turns out they denied that it ever happened. We litigated the case for years, and then eventually, basically like 2 weeks before the trial was supposed to happen, they folded and they ended up settling for a reasonable amount.
Wish we could say that was unheard of and never, ever, ever happened.
Yeah, exactly. Now, the other thing, though, that I would suggest is you have to ask if you have uninsured motorist coverage on your own insurance policy, because that's exactly why you purchase uninsured motorist coverage, is to cover you in case a negligent driver who is either uninsured or underinsured causes an accident that injures you. So that if you have uninsured motorist coverage, that'll cover you for not only for your outstanding medical bills, but also your pain, suffering, inconvenience, and lost capacity for the enjoyment of life. Next, you have to also ask whether or not you live with any relatives who have uninsured motorist coverage.
Very important.
So that works, huh?
So yeah, if you have any relatives,
that,
you don't even have to have the coverage on your own policy if you live with a relative who has the coverage, because then you're covered under their policy.
But you have to live with them.
That's right.
Yeah, I can't call my brother in Kentucky.
That's right.
Who has uninsured, but so you have to live with them. That's important. Okay.
And last step, but very important step, is if the vehicle you were working on has uninsured motorist coverage, if that's not a vehicle that you own and it has uninsured motorist coverage, you're covered there too. So you've got a bunch of avenues of recovery. You need to call a skilled personal injury lawyer to figure it out.